Okay guys, just a couple highlights from today because there was a lot of FOMC stuff. I am always flat into the FOMC stuff, and they do it a little differently than they used to. Used to be what, like a 2:15 Eastern announcement, and the rest of the day was chaos. Now they do a 12:30 announcement, 2 o'clock forecast, and then 2:15 Bernanke sits down and has a press conference. Or he might be standing, I'm not sure. I didn't watch it at all. Anyway, so that's kind of afternoon full of chaos. So I honestly almost never trade into that. I'll trade before it, but I try to keep the membership safe. Try to keep myself safe. There's no way you know what's going to come out of his mouth, and so you're not really trading charts at that point. You're guessing, and you're trading whippage, whatever you want to call it. So we were trading early. R. Brown, one of our all-stars, very good bottom feeder here. He called this TEX at 1851. So if you took that and put your stop at the low of the day, it was a dime risk from 1851. It never went back to the entry. A great call by him, R. Brown, again from chat. Ended up going, I guess, at the height of its bounce to 1929, 78-cent move on a dime risk. But even pretty quickly, these are 5-minute candles, so in about 30 minutes, it went to 1906, so over 50-cent move on a dime risk pretty quickly. So another great call by him. I'm sure he had several today. That's the only one I managed to copy. MCP was strong out of the gate, massive volume, and I just couldn't find an entry here. And so once it started basing like this, I called it a 2252. In other words, if it gets over that base, I told everybody, and a decent short position in that one too, one of our members said. Told everybody if it got over this base, 2252, stop below the base, could get a nice pop, a nice kind of a secondary wave, nice long consolidation, and there it was, boom, 2252. Within about 20 minutes, it's at 2329, so 77-cent move. Now the risk was technically 26 cents because it was below this base. But if you look at the chart, you can see right after it triggered, there was never, we always sell some into the first pop. And so, there was never any risk of losing money. So it was 26 cents, 26 cents in theory, but it rocketed so quickly that anyone that took it was immediately in the green and would never let that turn into a loss. Okay, so J.C. Penney's, I really wasn't going to talk about this, but I did call an early scalp in it here. One of our members posted it right out of this base here, and I got a scalp on that myself too, but I wasn't willing to hold because that was right before the FOMC, and matter of fact, as you see on the SPY, well, if that chart were to come up, you would be able to see it. I don't know why it's not. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll just leave it at that. If this chart were to have come up, you would see how crazy the SPY got it. It would be very easy to tell when the FOMC announcement came out. I got a harsh spike down, then it rips through the high of the day, then grinded lower. So crazy afternoon, just like I said. It was going to be a scalper's market today. All in all, a good day. And for whatever reason, it seems like once a day eSignal does this to me, where it just freezes, and maybe I have to restart it. But it doesn't really matter. You get the point. We'll be right back at it. Oh, look at that. We'll be right back at it, and you can see the volume there. The big spike down. Anyone who shorted this, they were, there's a lesson before I get out of here. Anytime you have the FOMC announcement, it's almost always wrong to chase this, okay? If you start to see this big, massive sell-off, let's get that green candle out of there, and the volume, if you think, oh, this is an easy short, you're going to get burned. Does that mean I would jump in long there? No, I like to stay on the sidelines during FOMC. You know why? Because I'm here all day, every day, so I'll find more trades tomorrow. Our chat room will find more trades tomorrow. There's no reason to try to guess with this kind of chaos, right? Tomorrow we'll be back to normal. So some good early trades, and then we basically sat out the chaos, swapped recipes, that sort of thing. All right, have a good night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.